My last Arnold prep, I started at 228 pounds.
We're having 12, so even if we rest pause, we fucking move it. Let's go.
Please welcome from the United Kingdom, Ryan Terry.
This is to the bitter end. 'Cause this is what I live for. I never quit, no, no. This is what I live for. I take another swing, so I never miss, no, no. This is what I live for.
Good morning, guys. As you can see, I'm here doing my cardio, incline walk. You can tell by my breathing, I'm very unfit. So we've got 18 weeks until the Olympia. So now it starts, the hard work, the structure throughout the day. So first thing in the morning, 20 to 30 minutes, which I'm doing. I say steady state, this is normally a steady state for me, but because I've had a bit of time away from cardio, this is quite hard. So we'll take it back down a notch, or do less time, 20 minutes. So yeah, feeling really good. I'm going to show you my weights in a minute and show you where my starting point is. If you followed me on previous preps, you'll see this is what I typically do, my Olympia prep series, and this is the first episode of it. So I'm going to show you my weight, my current shape first thing in the morning, and then we're going to be training later today at my friend's gym in Sheffield, which is an absolute class gym, S20 Physique, and we're going to be meeting up with Chris, my doctor, who oversees me for the last year, and he has been invaluable to my health, which is fundamentally the most important part of bodybuilding, is making sure you're staying healthy. So I've got a few more minutes left, and then we're going to go and get into the day and show you what it's like on the Olympia prep 2022. Whew. In fact, it's my 7th Olympia. 7th Olympia, that's just insane, isn't it? I remember like it was yesterday, qualifying for the Olympia, being the first ever European to qualify for the Olympia. And now, you blink and you're 7 years on, been on it 6 times before, it's going to be your 7th time. You know what they say, 7th time lucky. Whew. Bedhead hair, standard for this Olympia prep. You can see a lot of that. Sweaty boy. Let's see what we weigh first. Right guys, so as you can see, 220, just under 220 pounds. I am wearing shorts, so we'll take off a pound there, 219. My last Arnold prep, I started at 228 pounds, which you're thinking, shit, I'm quite far under, I'm 8 pounds under, but I'm a lot leaner now at 220, and this is where I'd rather sit at, because you're in such a nice position now, because you can eat into your show, you can take your time. We've got 18 weeks, so we've got plenty of time to manipulate everything we want to, but we're just at a better starting point. So at 228, I was just pushing any calories in, and didn't feel confident in myself, constantly covered up. Mental effect of me wasn't great because of it, and I just think I don't need that in my life. Like, men's physique isn't about that. We're going to go for aesthetics, condition, and shape, and we're going to win that Olympia title this year because of that reason. So here's where we're at. Obviously we've got a lot to come off. Waist is still quite wide. Haven't really done any core training yet, so this will all start to tighten up. Obviously the more I do, these will become more pronounced as I lose weight. Need more hamstring. I lost a lot of size on my hamstring over the years from injuries and not being able to train in the way I used to, but it is what it is. So, we've got back today. Back is one of my weaker, it never used to be either, one of my weaker muscle groups now, because the division's evolved. Obviously, people got bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's where I'm lacking compared to some of the top fives. So, this year, whole new game plan, hitting back twice a week, Monday and Friday, a lot of rhomboid training, so pronated grip, trying to focus on getting that thickness in the middle of my back. But obviously this is me fasted, flat, not pumped, anything like that. Later today, after training, if it's not too busy in the gym, because I hate getting my top off in the gym, funnily enough, we'll strip off and we'll see what we're like with a bit of a pump, see if you can see the difference in what that looks like. But let's get on with the day. Let's go. I need some breakfast. Whew. Whew. So this is normally where I jump in my ice bath, show you how hard I am after my training, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling sorry for myself a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if you can hear, but a bit chesty, got a bit of a cold. So I am introducing this anyway into my training. It's always a great recovery, sauna and cold water therapy, like hot and cold therapy. Chucking mentals in there, and I'm just gonna have an hour to try and get rid of this. So before I go down and train later today. Getting my eucalyptus in here.
So this is the magic stuff.
This is where it all happens. You're supposed to put like a dash in there, like i.e. 2 or 3 drops, but if you say take 1, you take 2.
And then you just leave that there, do you?
Oh, wait till that hits you. Whoa.
So how are you feeling then for this year's Olympia, would you say?
Oh, big question. Yeah, so after winning the Arnold last year, obviously the last showing I did, I came off with so much, I won't say so much confidence, but I was really happy because everything they've asked of me, I did at that Arnold, and I've not done it prior to that, and the look we took to stage was everything I wanted to do. So if I can mimic that on the Olympia stage, which we are going to, I'll know I've done everything I can, and I've listened to the judges, because that's one thing I didn't do in the past, that I think we could have a really good chance, like a really good chance. Little things I need to improve on, which is my back, but we are working it. There's a plan in place. I have got some stupid injuries, I'm not going to lie, through my own stupidity, but we're not going to go into that. But no excuses, we're not going to hide behind anything this year. I'm prepping myself, that's all I can say is, yeah, I prepped myself for the Arnold last year and it was phenomenal, and hopefully I can mimic that and win that Olympia title 7th time. Lucky. So then we've gone 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Sounds good to me. It's steaming up as well. I start panicking because the lens is steaming up.
I think you get your head back, mate, and I'm going to go out. You just rest. I'm not going to sit in here for a
Bear in mind, Ash is fully clothed and it is like 65 degrees in here. He's like panicking, like he's shaking a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm on.
Brow's getting a bit of a sweat on. Right guys, so had a shower, quick change. We are now into meal 1. This is going to typically be meal 2 going forward, but I'm a bit off oats first thing in the morning. So that's my son Alfie, hitting my videographer Ashley with a golf club. Alfie, hey, calm down, calm down.
Go.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Like butterwood and melt. So yeah, we just basically got 4 whole eggs and 3 granary bread. About 45 grams of carbs in that. But yeah, we will take bread out as we get closer, but we're still 18 weeks out, so plenty of time. Right, 2 more meals, then let's get training. Right guys, so as explained this morning, we're down here at S20, and this is a friend of mine, Ryan Dack's gym. Absolutely amazing gym, all Atlantis, Nautilus equipment, hammer strength, so the best of the best equipment. But we're hitting back today. We're 18 weeks out, so we're going to incorporate heavyweight with a lot of volume. We want to warm the lower back up because I have a few issues with my lower back, so I always cautious in how I warm up to do a deadlift. So hyper extensions, we've done 2 warm-ups, 3 with a bit of weight, about 15 to 20 reps, so high volume. Blood's in there now. Now we're going to move on to deadlifts. We're 1 set in and my lower back's on fire already. Whew. Like I've got like tennis balls in back of them. Right guys, so we're always aiming for double figures at the minute, so minimum of 10, maximum of 15. Don't really want to be exerting too much, but 10 to 15 rep range, and we're increasing the weight every set. Again, we both went for 12 reps on here, 3 plates. Gonna go up to 4. I don't normally go heavier than 4. I'll probably do 4 or 5, try and do solid reps, and then we'll come back down, we'll deload a little bit and go for that volume. Again, I've just always been a fan of higher reps, keeping my cardiovascular system engaged and fit
even
and healthy.
when you get closer to the Olympia.
Yeah, and as I get closer to the Olympia, it becomes easier with this volume work. I won't say easier, but my body responds better to it. Right guys, so we're moving on. We've done deadlifts, big compound exercise to start the workout with. Now moving on to free weight, because I'm a massive advocate of free weight. I think massive expenditure, and if you get it right, it's a great exercise for building your back. So we're doing single dumbbell rows. We're going to increase the weight each time. We're still going to aim for around 10 to 12 reps on each side. Even if we have to rest, pause, and we go really heavy, I don't really want to compromise form too much, because with this movement you can do a lot of twisting, bringing your waist around to cheat the motion. So it's about keeping your hips facing and planted down to the ground. We're going to drag this elbow back, so not up, bringing traps in. It's going to be a pendulum row, so we're back, pulling back round, lower lat. Grabbing 12, so even if we rest, pause, we fucking move it. Let's go. Right, so we're moving on to the next exercise. We're going to move on to machines now. Done a lot of like free weight, a lot of core work, expending big calories type of movement. So still want to expend calories, we're not going to welch out, but I really want to focus on my rhomboids. If you look at a lot of the top 10 Olympians, they have massive, massive turtle backs, and it's the middle of those backs, the rhomboid, is really popping, and mine is okay, it could be better. So a lot of my work, back work, is going to be focused on rhomboids. So looking around the gym, I found this supported row, which can have pronated, and that's going to focus, as long as you keep it in the right area, it's going to focus all on the middle back. Obviously if we went for neutral, you come in more lower lat, and then obviously we do anything shoulder width and wider, we're doing width towards the back. We're just going to do a variation. That's minging. Minging.
Sign of a good workout,
It
man.
is. Right guys, so we're going to move on to another machine work. We're going to do a lat pull down, because we've done lower back, lower lat, rhomboid, now we're going for width. I'm blowing, must admit it's hot. We're in an aeroplane hangar. It's
You
35
can tell with the
degrees.
sweat, mate.
This isn't sweat, this is just hard work. extra enormous. Just fire that camera at me and I'm rolling. No, so a bit of a wrap up on this video. This is officially the first episode of the Olympia series. I did try and do like an off-season series, but that went to shit because I hate the way I look off-season, and I just didn't feel confident doing it, I'm not going to lie. So we are going to start this. We are 18 weeks out officially. My weight is not far off my normal starting weight, but I'm a lot leaner now, so this is a good place for me to be at. So we're around about 219, 220 pounds. I normally start 228, so I'm a bit heavier normally, but I'm carrying a lot more body fat at this stage. So I'm in a nice position. Injuries are minimal. We've got a few niggling ones, but we're keeping them at bay and just training around them and not letting them get in my head. As you can see, I'm full. I've still got a lot of weight to come off. We've got 18 weeks to do that. This morning, you could see my routine. My first breakfast, obviously my official first weigh-in, and then massive shout out to Ryan Dack at S20 here in Sheffield. And obviously I've been training with Chris from the Blood Lab. He looks after me for the past year or so, and he's coming all the way into the Olympia with me. So IVs, blood work, everything like that, just to keep me optimal training and keeping me injury free as well. So thanks for watching this video. I'm not going to keep doing them really formal, these videos. They're just going to be a fly on the wall after this one, but thought it'd be a nice intro to the Olympia prep. See you later, yeah?